Small minority business owners impacted by the pandemic still have time to apply for the grant money. The second round of the Comcast Rise initiative is still open to applicants. News 8's multicultural reporter Katira Winfrey joins us with the details.
Many businesses, if they manage to stay open during the shutdown, are still struggling. And while the pandemic impacted everyone, Black, Indigenous, and other people of color felt the impact a little bit more. That, along with a continued push for social and economic equity, is why Comcast is stepping up to help again. Sweatbox Wellness Center owners got the keys to this location at 16th and North Post Road March 7th, 2020. A few days later, they would face an unexpected challenge.
So we hadn't even moved our equipment in and things like that.
A global pandemic forced businesses around the state to close. Suzette Sweat and her husband had to come up with a plan, but getting there took some time.
So for 3 weeks it was probably like a pity party. Within the first couple of weeks it was a crying party. Then after that it's like, okay, you got to get back up. You got to figure things out. So we had to pivot very quickly.
Loans helped, but so did the grant money from the Comcast Rise initiative, created last year to help Black, Indigenous, people of color, small business owners.
Part of the program isn't just, here's a check, we hope that you do well with it. It's marketing services, branding. We help with web design. There's all kinds of features and functionality outside of just, writing a check.
Between February and April 2020, according to the National Bureau of Economic Research, 41% of Black-owned business, 35% of Latino-owned businesses, and 25% of Asian-owned businesses went under, compared to 21% of the general population.
The disparity is real, and it's something that we want to address.
Sweat says they've changed some of their business model to keep going, and while there is some financial relief, she's hopeful we'll get back to some level of normalcy. Sweat says it's important to not get discouraged. She applied a few times before she was awarded a grant, so just keep trying. And Comcast says it plans to award over 13,000 grants before 2022. Again, the deadline to apply is May 7th. You can find out how inside the story on WishTV.com. Reporting in the studio, I'm Wish TV News 8's multicultural reporter Katira Winfrey.